Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be revisiting Chainlink against its valuation with Bitcoin and also its valuation with the US dollar. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and also hit the like button. Chainlink's up. I don't know when's the last time I said that, but Chainlink is up for the day. It is up roughly 6.5%. I guess the last time I talked about it was probably when it made an 11% jump. And that's, I think this is one of the reasons why I don't really mention it, is because we've seen pumps like this before. We saw them here. We saw these uh, uh, attempts of a reversal to happen, but it did not. The price, it continues to go down. However, my outlook on Chainlook hasn't changed. It's just the way things are. I think the longer we look at this chart, the more it kind of makes sense of this catastrophic move. We saw an, a move up, like a move that we haven't seen with Chainlink. Like, it does move up. It moves up pretty significantly, but it does come back with the correction, and then the atom, the saying of what comes up must come down, or the higher the tree, the harder the fall, uh, plays into that effect today with Chainlink. We saw a correction that equaled or might even surpass the move up. We're currently at the line. We're at 41,000 sats, around the same price where this move started in May. We lost all that valuation. What could be happening, and this is just a theory, for macro moves, is that for the longest time, I mean, ever since Chainlink's existence, we're in an exponential trend. We see right here. We could see that coming to an end. Now, that doesn't mean Chainlink is still a bad buy. It could very well mean that it changes into a more of a different growth curve. Much like, when we look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin's not on an exponential run. It actually is a logarithmic run. We see that there's the YouTuber Benjamin Cohen that says this, but essentially it's curving, right? And eventually the curves are going to get smaller and smaller, and the highs and the macro lows get tighter and tighter. That's like a logarithmic curve, and we might be seeing the start of that happening with Chainlink. So it's not to say that Chainlink in itself is going to move like this forever. It won't. It will level off, and that's when we start seeing the logarithmic curve rather than an exponential one. But only time will tell. At this point, Chainlink's now up 7.5%. We are in Q1, so time's a ticking for a lot of altcoins to start making the moves that we expect them to. I expect Chainlink to be one of them. I expect Chainlink to be spearheading this, as well as Ethereum. Those are my two bets. But it would be of welcome. It would be great welcome that the altcoin market aligns from here henceforth from uh, a a a market that has been profusely bleeding in Q4, but rises once again in Q1, like it has in the bull market, in the previous bull market, where we saw these exponential price moves. Now, I'm saying all this in anticipation of that, but Q1, or a quarter of a year, is 3 months. That move can happen in any of those 3 months. It does not need to happen today, and that's something I don't want to misconstrued. Yes, Chainlink is up fairly well. We have seen this before, though. It is still only January 1st. It is the new year, and we still have 89 days to go, essentially, for it to move. And we looked at this. We looked at Total 2, and we saw one of those in 2017's Q1. Um, the altcoin market essentially moved sideways for a number of weeks, and it was only in March where we saw that exponential move. And I said that is entirely a possibility of that happening, where we don't see anything happen until the last month. The previous year, Q1, we saw a incremental increase week over week, which is again another possibility. We won't know today, but we will have an idea within a few weeks when we look at the dominance chart, when we look at our altcoin positions, when we look at Ethereum. What is Ethereum doing? To know the health of the altcoin market, Ethereum needs to be doing well, and right now it's kind of biding its time. It's over the last month, it's lost quite a bit of valuation in the last 4 months, but we will essentially see. It is a waiting game. With Chainlink, it's been a waiting game for 4 months, essentially, ever since the top. Anyway, that's essentially what I wanted to talk to you guys about today about Chainlink. Looking at the US dollar, it's holding fairly well. It's still at $12. It's faring a lot better than what the Bitcoin valuation is. When we look at the RSI, if that's one that you care to look at, we're pretty much at the bottom at 34.75 RSI. The last time we were lower, it was 34.44 RSI. So we're pretty much at the bottom here. Doesn't mean that it has to go up today. No, it doesn't. It could very well continue to go down. I mean, a great example of that is basic attention token. Look at that. We found that the bottom was supposed to be here, but it cut through it, and it didn't even make a fuss about it. You're at the all-time low of the RSI, and it seems like that basic attention token is up 2% for the day, but week over week, it's just been down, and it seems like the bottom's not in yet. So be cautious, be happy at least for a few hours today. Chainlink's up 7%, but I wouldn't say that this is the beginning of the reversal. It is a wait and see kind of look. Anyway, that's all for today. Take care. Bye bye.